Think about your morning. Before you even step out of bed, chances are you're already interacting with Google. It's woven into the fabric of your daily routine, often without you even noticing. You probably woke up to an alarm on your Android phone, checked Google Maps to plan your route, searched for the nearest coffee shop, and maybe even asked Google Assistant about the weather or your schedule. While waiting for your order, you might scroll through YouTube, catching up on news, tutorials, or just a funny video to start your day with a smile. Throughout the day, you rely on Gmail to communicate, Chrome to browse the web, and Google Drive to store and share your files. These tools have become as invisible and essential as electricity. Always there, always on. Google isn't just a company, it's an ecosystem that connects billions of people to information, entertainment, and each other. Its products are the digital infrastructure of our lives, shaping how we work, learn, and play. The company's name is now a verb, just Google it, a testament to its dominance and cultural impact. It's become shorthand for finding answers, settling debates, and exploring the world's knowledge. YouTube serves billions of hours of video daily, offering everything from music, to education to entertainment. Android powers most smartphones, putting Google's reach in the palm of your hand wherever you go, and Google Maps has charted the world, guiding millions through city streets, remote trails, and even across continents. It's hard to imagine getting lost in today's world. All of this started with a simple mission: to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. That vision was ambitious, but it changed everything. That mission guided Google's transformation from a humble search box into a digital empire, constantly evolving and expanding into new frontiers of technology. Behind the scenes, teams of engineers and designers work tirelessly to innovate, improve, and anticipate what users need next, often before we even know it ourselves. How did two Stanford students build a trillion-dollar tech giant? It wasn't luck. It was relentless innovation, smart decisions, and a focus on user experience. Their story is a testament to the power of vision and perseverance. The story of Google is the story of modern technology, a blueprint for how tech reshapes our world, influences our choices, and connects us in ways we never imagined. Google's story begins in the mid-90s at Stanford, a place buzzing with innovation and the spirit of possibility. The university was a magnet for bright minds, and it was here that two ambitious PhD students would cross paths and change the world. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, both driven by curiosity and a desire to make information accessible, set out to improve web search. They were fascinated by the challenge of organizing the rapidly expanding internet, which at the time was chaotic and difficult to navigate. Instead of ranking pages by keywords alone, they developed a revolutionary idea: PageRank. This algorithm measured a page's importance by analyzing the number and quality of links pointing to it, much like academic citations. It was a breakthrough that would set their project apart. Their project, first called Backrub, quickly outperformed existing search engines in both speed and accuracy. It was clear they were onto something big, even if the world hadn't noticed yet. Running on makeshift servers cobbled together from cheap parts in a crowded dorm room, their search engine gained traction among Stanford students and faculty. Word of mouth spread as more people discovered its power. They soon renamed it Google, a playful twist on Google, the mathematical term for a 1 followed by 100 zeros. This name captured their ambition to organize the world's seemingly infinite information. In 1998, a $100,000 check from tech investor Andy Bechtolsheim gave them the boost they needed to officially launch Google Inc., not in a fancy office but in a friend's humble garage in Menlo Park. The early Google homepage was refreshingly simple, just a search box and a logo. This focus on speed, relevance, and simplicity stood in stark contrast to the cluttered ad-filled web portals of the 1990s. Users flocked to Google, drawn by its clean design and superior search results. It quickly became the go-to tool for finding information online, outpacing established competitors. News of Google's effectiveness spread rapidly. What started as a student project was now making headlines, recognized as the internet's new gateway and a force to be reckoned with. The garage days were marked by long hours, creative problem-solving, and a playful spirit. The small team worked late into the night, united by a singular focus: building the world's best search engine. This unique culture of experimentation and relentless improvement set the foundation for everything that followed, shaping Google's DNA for years to come. From those humble beginnings in a Menlo Park garage, Google's extraordinary rise as a global force had truly begun, forever changing the way the world finds information. Early Google had a problem: no revenue. The founders were wary of ads but needed a business model to survive. The breakthrough was AdWords in 2000, a pay-per-click system where advertisers bid on keywords, only paying when users clicked. This made ads relevant, accessible, and profitable, aligning user, advertiser, and Google interests. Key partnerships with Yahoo and AOL brought Google's search to millions more. As users grew, so did ad revenue, fueling rapid expansion. To manage growth, Eric Schmidt joined as CEO, bringing business discipline to the founder's vision. This leadership trio, Larry, Sergey, and Eric, guided Google through its IPO and transformation into a tech powerhouse. AdWords became the financial engine, funding innovation and global scale. Google's business model was now as innovative as its technology. The rocket ship was fueled and ready for liftoff. With AdWords funding growth, Google expanded beyond search. Gmail launched in 2004, offering massive storage and powerful search, redefining email. Google Maps followed, making navigation interactive and accessible, with features like Street View and turn-by-turn directions. Strategic acquisitions shaped the future. Android in 2005 positioned Google for mobile dominance, and YouTube in 2006 gave it the world's video platform. YouTube, once doubted, became a cultural phenomenon and a core pillar of Google's empire. Chrome launched in 2008, challenging Internet Explorer with speed, security, and simplicity. By building its own browser, Google controlled the user experience and gathered valuable data. These products, Gmail, Maps, Android, YouTube, Chrome, formed a powerful, interconnected ecosystem. Each service reinforced the others, locking users into Google's world. The company's reach now extended far beyond search. Google wasn't just organizing information, it was shaping how we live, work, and connect. The ecosystem strategy made Google indispensable. This was the blueprint for tech dominance. By 2015, Google had outgrown its original structure. The company was juggling core businesses and ambitious moonshots like self-driving cars, life sciences, and smart homes. Managing this complexity was tough, so Google restructured, creating Alphabet as a parent company. Larry Page became Alphabet's CEO, Sergey Brin its president, and Sundar Pichai took over as Google's CEO. The core businesses, search ads, YouTube, Maps, Android, Chrome, remained under Google. Riskier ventures became independent companies under Alphabet, fostering innovation and accountability. The move reassured investors by separating profitable operations from experimental projects. Leaders of Alphabet's companies gained autonomy, driving focus and agility. The name Alphabet symbolized a collection of companies, each a building block of innovation. This reorganization marked Google's evolution from startup to global conglomerate. It balanced risk-taking with structure, ensuring long-term growth. Alphabet's creation was a masterstroke, keeping Google innovative, transparent, and ready for the future. The next era had begun. With Alphabet in place, Google pushed into new frontiers: hardware, AI, and cloud computing. The Pixel phone marked a shift. Google now built devices, not just software, showcasing its AI prowess. AI became central, powering everything from Pixel cameras to Gmail suggestions and Google Assistant. Google's AI models like Lambda and Gemini redefined what's possible, infusing intelligence into every product. Google Cloud Platform emerged as a major player, offering businesses the same powerful tools Google uses. Cloud revenue diversified Alphabet's business, making it a force in enterprise tech. Hardware, AI, and cloud are deeply connected. Pixel phones and Nest devices bring AI into daily life, while Google Cloud powers it all. Google's mission evolved, not just organizing information but making it more helpful and accessible everywhere. The next chapter is about AI-driven, seamless experiences across devices and services. Google is building the future, one smart, connected product at a time. Google's marketing was as unconventional as its products. From the very beginning, the company set itself apart by refusing to follow the traditional playbook. Instead of flashy ad campaigns or expensive commercials, Google relied on a different kind of strategy, one that put innovation and authenticity at the center. Early on, it spent little on ads. Its search engine grew by word of mouth thanks to a relentless focus on user experience. People were drawn to Google because it simply worked better and faster than anything else out there. The clean, uncluttered homepage became iconic, a stark contrast to the busy portals of the era. The philosophy, build something so useful it markets itself, became a guiding principle. Google's engineers and designers obsessed over details, believing that if they solved real problems, users would naturally spread the word. Gmail's 2004 launch, with its massive storage, was so bold it seemed like an April Fool's joke, creating instant buzz. The promise of a gigabyte of free email storage was unheard of, and it challenged the status quo overnight. The invite-only rollout made Gmail exclusive and desirable. People clamored for invites, turning access into a kind of social currency. This scarcity fueled curiosity and conversation, making Gmail the talk of the tech world. Chrome's launch used a webcomic to explain its tech, going viral among developers and techies. By making complex technology accessible and even fun, Google built excitement before the browser even launched. Google's launches became events, not just announcements. Each new product was introduced with anticipation and spectacle, drawing crowds and headlines. The Google Doodle, once a quirky out-of-office message, evolved into a beloved tradition, making the brand feel human and creative. These playful illustrations celebrated holidays, anniversaries, and cultural moments, connecting with users on a personal level. Developer events like Google I/O fostered a sense of community and innovation. By bringing together creators and thinkers, Google positioned itself as a hub for collaboration and forward-thinking ideas. Google's brand became more than a corporation. It felt like a partner in progress. It inspired startups, empowered individuals, and encouraged everyone to think bigger. Creative engagement and user focus built loyalty and excitement. Fans became advocates, and Google's products became woven into daily life. The playbook, surprise, delight, and always put the user first, turned Google into not just a tech giant but a beloved part of the internet's story. With power came scrutiny. Google's "Don't Be Evil" motto grew complicated at global scale. Privacy concerns mounted as Google collected vast user data for targeted ads, leading to backlash and regulatory battles, especially in Europe. Antitrust fines and accusations of stifling competition forced Google to change business practices. Internally, employee protests over ethics and workplace issues challenged Google's idealistic image. The quiet removal of "Don't Be Evil" from its code of conduct symbolized the shift from startup idealism to the realities of being a global superpower. Google's journey offers powerful lessons for innovators. Relentless user focus built trust and loyalty, enabling expansion into new areas. Integration created an ecosystem greater than the sum of its parts, making Google indispensable. Innovation was baked into the culture, from 20% time to the alphabet restructure. Big, audacious goals, like organizing all the world's information, drove progress. Google's story is about turning data, engineering, and vision into world-changing impact. The challenges ahead are real, but the blueprint remains: think big, focus on users, and never stop searching for what's next. That's the world according to Google.